Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and today we're going to do a Lord of the Rings tour on Lord of the Rings Online, and we're going to be going through the Vale of Thrain, as well as seeing Noglog and Gondamon. So these are some little dwarven settlements and outposts. Give you a quick little thing. So basically, we leave Thorin's Great Hall over here, Thorin's Hall, in Thorin's Hall area. There's two, it's a little bit confusing. There's the location of Thorin's Hall, which is this valley, and then there's Thorin's Hall. But when you exit this valley up here at the top, you go through what is called the Vale of Thrain, which was named after Thorin's father, Thrain, right? And you go through the Vale of Thrain, and there's a little tiny outpost here called Noglong. So we'll stop at Noglong, it's hard to say. And then we'll also go over Gondamon. So we will check them both out. Make sure I am, yeah, Noglad. It's Noglad. It's better how you say it. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and get up here. Look at this new mount I got, you guys. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a Christmassy mount. It's got some presents, and it's very happy looking, like goat, deer, and it has a little bell. You hear the little bell. Though for this adventure exploring ride, we are not going to use it because it'll be just a little too noisy. So again, it is nighttime, but it's a very small valley, so you should be able to see everything anyway. So let us continue. So when you leave the front valley of Thorin's, so this is basically the gate and guarding that valley into Thorin's Hall, we are now in the Vale of Thrain. There's a small fort here. There's nothing really in there. It's pretty much just cosmetic. I don't think there's anything up there except for that guy that walks around, who is possibly part of a quest. Yes, he is a named character, so you do talk to him later. But let us continue in. It's actually very beautiful here at night. I like it in the day too, but by the time we get to Gondamon, hopefully it'll be sunny. But again, you can see this is now this is officially the Vale of Thrain. Okay, so this little area right here is still technically Thorin. Here's another awesome dwarven thing, and there's a house up there. As you can see, there is many dwarf locations. They have these pillars to kind of mark the area. They also have these nice little signs here. It's kind of fun. See? Noglad that way, Gondamon that way, and Thorin's Hall that way. So we are going to follow these snow pyres. I'd assume these are for snow, right? If you were traveling up this mountain in the snow, kind of like you do in common times, right? Alright, so let us look around. So there is a valley. There are some spots to go up on the sides. I'm not going to completely explore the Vale of Thrain just because you can see some of it in my LOTRO tale, our character start. I do start in this area. There's some questing in the Thrush's stones over here and stuff. And there's some areas you can go on top, but we're just going to follow the road. Because I would like to see the towns. That's the main point of this. This video is Gondamon, Noglad, and the Vale of Thrain. That is our tour today. With some awesome background music. Man, look at this right here. Just look at this. How cool. Really cool. I like the shadow effects there. With this shimmering snow from the moon and the stars. It's pretty cool. So there's a frozen lake right here. Now look, there's a lynx or a bobcat. Whatever you like to call it. Those are slightly different though. Alright, and then we're going up, up, up. And there's a lot of areas you can explore on the sides here, all the way up to those mountains. You can't cross those hills, but there's a whole valley on the other side there. We'll just peek over the edge so you can see what I'm talking about. Alright, here it is, the Hunter's Notch. There's bears and stuff down there. A lot of bears. Another dwarven settlement up there. You can't get to that. That's just for looks, but I just think it's cool to point out how they did the work to even put buildings, to realize this whole area is very dwarven. Dwarves are just really cool at they put their constructions everywhere. They're amazing engineers. So here's someone you help. It's Bifil. You help him in the story a little bit. Oh, look what we got here. Hello there. Little black-footed fox. There's some more foxes. A whole little family of foxes. And there's a goblin. Not so happy. Alright, so now if you go here, Well, you turn to the right here, you go up to a fortress you can't see right now. You can see it in my LOTRO Tale series if you want to check it out. It is, unfortunately I have to turn this on to see it. It's, Oradost, which it's basically an old dwarven fortress that's been taken over by goblins and some Dourhan. But anyway, we can continue on our path this way, and we will see our first small town, or settlement, outpost. I would call it more of an outpost. Right here to the left, which is Noglad. On our tour here, we shall see Noglad. I think I used to think that was a G when I read it a long time ago. That's why I said Noglong, but I believe it's Noglad. That's how you say it. The stew is good, but respect would be better. There's a whole story behind that line, guys. If you go watch my LOTRO Tale, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, he's got some nice looking gear and stuff. Anyway, this is the small outpost of Noglad. You can go up behind it here, the back. It's actually a little pass to get all the way up to the other side of the mountains up there. But here's a nice little view. Again, it is nighttime, but you can still see pretty far. There's a beautiful bridge down there. You can see the water. It's kind of cool to see the effect of the water moving faster in the center versus the sides. Could also be forming ice. There's a little dock down there. Here's the little settlement. So I'm assuming too that inside this mountain there's probably a lot more part of the buildings. Probably a good, maybe like 50 dwarves that live here, if not more. Thank you for your aid, Zollin. I only hope it was in time. Of course it was. We're always on time. A dwarf is never late. Oh wait, well maybe a dwarf. A wizard is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to. The road should be safe for a time away. Thank you, Zollin. Alright, well we've seen this. So we'll go ahead and keep riding down the road here. There is a dam or a bridge there. I believe a big thing. It's kind of cool. There's some bears. Now again, this is one of the original areas, so when they do the graphical update, we might have to revisit this area in the future and see the differences. But it still looks really good. And by the way, I'm recording in higher quality this video, so it should look better. Alright, look at that water. The little dock down there. Just makes me want to just sit there and fish, even though it looks really cold. So anyway, this road would technically lead, I believe, to the Grey Havens. Well, yeah, to that area, because the Grey Havens, it says, are this way. So these roads would all lead if you went up. They don't have anything over here in Linden area, but it would lead, you know, to the down here to the Grey Havens or whatever. Technically, the Grey Havens would be here. Oh wait, or maybe it's here. I don't know. They slightly redid this map because technically the Grey Havens are somewhere here. I thought it doesn't matter. We're just picking random things now. All right, let's continue on our path. Oh look, there's another player riding their horses. They seem to be having a big, large dog pet following them. All right, we're now entering the Lowlands. That is different than the Lowlands, my friends. The Lone Lands. This is very important to know since we're doing a tour episode and we're doing an episode on this. This is the Lowlands, all right? And over here is the Lone Lands, L-O-N-E instead of L-O-W. There's a difference. So don't think this is where the hobbits went. Oh, look at that beautiful reflection though in that water. Look at that bridge. That's pretty cool. It's an old, or it's in a wall. It's an old wall outpost, I believe. All right, we'll continue on our trip here. Isn't it beautiful, the stars? Again, I did this one at night, this tour. I can't always, the time when I do tours and stuff, it just depends. In the future, we might do a day tour of a similar area. If you guys want me to, leave a comment, but realistically, you're seeing about the same things. The lighting is usually better, though, when it's daytime. So that is the city of Gondamon, as you can see there. It is rather large. It is set very defensively on a big rock. That reason it's black there is because there's actually a mountain. Those are mountains. You can't see the stars going behind them if you're wondering why it's just turning into blackness. But we can't quite see the mountain from this range. Anyway, welcome to Gondamon, which has an epic music background song. So, here we go. I love this music. Rest assured, stranger, you are safe inside these walls. Wow, dude, look at, he's triple wielding. Look at that. He's got a mace, a bow, and a sword. I'm pretty sure that's a glitch, but it's awesome. There it is, you guys. Gondamon. It's a really cool looking dwarven settlement. I love how they've got all the pyres and like steeple things going on. Ha! You showed those Darhounds what you're made of! Indeed, we did. So let's just look around. And also, I'm going to ever so slightly pop up that dwarven music because I love it. Alright, there we go. Let's look around. So if I turn the names on, most of these people are actually named, so a lot of them are for quests. This is a different Dory. You notice that guy actually is red for me because he is super powerful. He's a level 140. Look at that HP. Whew. They upgrade with the level. It's kind of cool. Not sure why. You can't really get here in PvP, but they do. Probably just for the sake of being realistic to the lore. So I'm leaving their names on just so you can see who these people are. Look at that awesome statue of Thrain. Ironshield right there. I believe this is a bust of Thrain. Little forge. Lost a few friends to the mountains, I did. You don't want to anger the mine. So this side goes out. There's a little pathway out here. So this it's very defensible though. There's only a few ways in. There's this way, there's the front gate, and the side way over here. So a bunch more players. Does that guy have a Christmas tree for a pet that's walking? He did. That's a first. I haven't seen that before. That's a new cosmetic pet. The mountains of Ered Luin are dotted with ancient cities and ruined structures. Fascinating. This guy must be visiting. And this way goes out over here. The way station to Noglad is 2 to the west. I hear they have had some trouble with brigands of late. So anyway, there's a goblin place out here. Again, you can see there's some goblin totems out here and stuff. This whole area is kind of infested with goblins, these mountains. Again, you see all this in my LOTRO tale, guys. You want to see this in daytime and stuff, but you really don't need to see this in daytime. Look at how pretty that is. Look how cool that is. It's awesome. I mean, that looks really good for a game that is as old as this. The people that say it doesn't look good, it's just like, why are you're comparing it to new games? I mean, compare it to its time. This was revolutionary in that time. Of course, everyone's like, oh, revolutionary. Well, that's why it's still, I think it's held up better than most games like this from that time. Most games just don't look good as this game. Visually. There's this little Christmas tree. That's hilarious. The trick to dealing with goblins is not letting them get the jump on you. We have enough troubles with goblins and creatures of the wild. We don't need trouble from strangers. Don't worry, I'm not causing trouble. We have a permit to look around. Just kidding. Gosh, look at that, guys. It looks so good. I can't believe after all these years it still looks good. Now, they have done graphic updates since I was younger, and obviously I have a really good computer now compared to when I, 10 plus years ago. But, again, it's very exciting. They're going to do a graphics update, guys. I did a video on that. Hopefully we'll get more knowledge and info about that sooner or later. But I think it was confirmed. By the way, that up there is another settlement, and that is for an event, I believe. One of the holiday events. It's not Christmas one. It's like a mining... I forget which one. Fall or... I don't know. I don't remember. Look at this cool dwarf statue here. But you really can tell, too, like... textures, like what ones they did a lot of work in and then what ones were kind of just pasted on real quick. But really, that's what they're updating slowly, and the new places look even better than this. And this looks, I mean, that wall looks pretty dang good to me for a game that I literally can walk around my character in. All right, enough about that. Moving on. Let's keep touring. Oh. I was like, that person just fell off. Some of the mightiest warriors in Thorin's Hall are posted here to stop the goblin threat from the south. Anyway, I like how you can travel around too. I used to carve a notch in my axe for every kill, but then I ran out of space to notch. Wow, that's a lot of goblins, my friend. Look at how they constructed this place, though. They've got bridges to walk on. Isn't that cool? Rest assured, stranger, you are safe inside these walls. This is one of the main leaders of the place. You obviously can go inside this and probably below it too, knowing dwarves. I've no time to talk. I must keep the watch. This place is kind of like, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, it's kind of like the Night's Watch, Gondamon, for Thorin's Hall dwarves at least. You can see a lot farther in daytime too. You do lose vision, even though it's very beautiful because you can see the mountain edges. And then you can see a certain distance in the dark. It's realistic. You couldn't see this much more than that probably with your own eyes in real life. Maybe a couple trees farther, but... Hey, a ladder. Wonder why that's there. Alright, so here's the courtyard. The food. Oh, I guess we'll hop down. Anyway, so you come up these stairs right from the middle. Where's there's a lot of people you do quests here from. The goblins are growing bold. We must redouble our vigilance. The defenders at the barricade will be glad to see the armor you have given me. There's defenders down there. You'll see that too. Look at this cool. I love that top of this thing. That's pretty cool looking. Alright, so we came up these stairs a little while ago, so we ended here. Oop. Guess we're falling down. Look at this little house. I want this to be my house right here. That's so cool. I would love... The views here are awesome. They're just awesome at night. Oh, there's another little thing down here. I've never seen that. See, there's a little fort over there. Views in the day are pretty cool here, too. So what do these stairs lead to? Oh, I didn't know this was here. Oh, there's a door, too. What? See, I find stuff, too, guys, when I'm doing this with you. What is this door? Where does this lead? What? Oh, it's how you get on the top. Okay, that's super cool. And that's just here purely for fun. They added that just purely for fun. So you can get up on top of here. I don't think there's any quests that I ever had that I was supposed to get up on top of here. Look at that. That's so cool. Can we get up any higher? Definitely don't want to be afraid of heights if you were doing this in real life, something like this. There's the other fort down there. So technically it's midnight right now in the game. So it's going to be a good probably 30-40 minutes before it's daytime. Otherwise I would like wait and do a little teleport for you guys, but... Wow, that's so cool. Look at that dwarf statue up there with the axe. Pretty cool. That is the coolest, you guys. That's so... I've been coming to this Gondamon for so long. Like a little dwarf walking down there. It's kind of... I've been coming for so long, and I never knew that existed. Till just now. And now you all know too. That's super cool. Wow. How fun is that? To be playing a game that long and then find a secret back room here with a door that leads up to the top. It's really cool. I've just never... There's no quest to come back here, so... Few of the gods were here even in the Battle of 5 Armies. Oh, that's pretty cool. Good thing to know. Some of the dwarves here actually were in the Battle of 5 Armies. So here's it, but you can get in the back, but again, you have to climb up this really steep cliff, so defensively, and then they've got this freaking dwarven wall made of stone. You're not breaking into this fort very easy. You have to climb up here, and then get up these stairs, and again, it'd be so defensible. Like, you just have a couple dwarves right here on these stairs. Well, people aren't going to be able to get up. From a wall perspective. Wow, look at that. That is the absolute coolest. And again, you guys have basically seen everything here in the daytime because we were focusing on just those. The Vale, you saw most of everything that we were going to see. It won't matter with... if we ever do that, we might in the future do the, if you want me to, the Sidelands. I could explore these areas or come over here and do some of this area or something for a tour. Let me know in the comments. We could do that. But really, I think we're probably done, right? I think that was probably a good... tour of those areas. So I had a lot of fun doing this episode. These are some of my, like, they're very sentimental to me because I leveled here a lot. Oh, hello. We're trying to anyway, I got distracted, but yes, very sentimental to me because I really love these areas. I've leveled here for many years of my actual life. It's funny to say that. We say that as lore in our games. Oh yeah, I've been here for years, but you know, we've only played for a few days. I've actually played this game for so many years that it was cool to find something new. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I thoroughly did. If you got to the end of the video, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the other content on the playlists. Subscribe button's going to be right there. Next episode of this playlist is going to be up there in the top left. My main playlist, LOTRO Tales, right there. And also, I've got links down there if you want to support my channel. There's Patreon. You can also support it freely, though, by subscribing. And then also, if you join Patreon, you get to join our Discord. And then I've got free thing. You can go and join my Twitch for free, and Facebook, and Twitter, and all that kind of stuff down there in the links. But again, guys, thank you so much. You have a wonderful day in Middle-earth. I am your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, as always. And me and Zollin will see you guys in the next episode of Voice of the Rings, a LOTRO tour. Have a good one.